What is up, YouTube? It is your boy King Beam. Welcome back. It is day 5 of King Beam's 25 days of Christmas. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing excellent. Yeah, welcome back. Hope you've been enjoying this series so far. Please do not forget to drop a like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 500 subscribers by December 31st, and with your help I can do it. So give me a little early Christmas gift. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like. Please support. And yeah, let's get into this video. So my whole thing on the channel is Star Wars, anime, Marvel, and I had to do some sort of anime centered Christmas video because it's one of my core 3 things on the channel. And so I go on screenrant.com and they have a top 10 list of the top 10 best Christmas anime movies. So I was like, okay, I've never seen a Christmas anime movie before. Let's watch one. And the #1 Christmas anime movie on the list was called Whisper of the Heart, a Studio Ghibli film that I'd never seen before. So I was like, okay, let's watch it. Now, I watched Whisper of the Heart. Did I absolutely enjoy it? Yes. Is the love story in here amazing? Yes. Are the visuals great? Yes. Is it a Christmas movie? No. It's nowhere near a Christmas film. I don't know, I don't know how it was #1 on the list, because this is nowhere, this is the furthest thing from a Christmas movie. But it is a good movie and it was on my list. So I'm gonna talk about it just because I want to talk about Whisper of the Heart. So yeah, let's get into it. Whisper of the Heart. It is my second Studio Ghibli film that I saw. If you haven't seen the first one my first review, I watched Howl's Moving Castle. That was my first Studio Ghibli film. If you haven't seen that review, you should go watch it, because I feel like I did a pretty well thought out analysis on the film. Anyway, Whisper of the Heart, I like this one more than Howl's Moving Castle because yes, Howl's Moving Castle was a romance story, but it had a whole lot of action packed into it, like the wizards and the magic and all the stuff going on. But this Whisper of the Heart, it's just a calm little slice of life romance story, and I absolutely enjoyed it, man. It's about this girl. Her name is Shizuku Tsukishima, and she's always in the books. She's always reading these stories and these fairy tales, and she views life in a sort of fairy tale-ish way. And I really connected with the main character Shizuku, because of me, I love movies, I love TV shows, and I feel like my perception of life and how I go about doing things in life and how I just see the world in general is kind of shaped by how much I love TV and film, especially sitcoms, the way I view friendships and love and just life in general. I feel like sitcoms are big influence on as to how I see the world. The Office and Friends specifically, and Modern Family. Those are my top 3 at the moment. Anyway, Shizuku, she's always in the books and she loves fairy tales, and she made it her goal during over the summer to read 20 books. I think it was. She wanted to read 20 books over the summer. And so then as she's checking out these books, she sees this guy's name that he checked out all the books that she's been reading before she read them. Seiji, what is Brody's name? I don't know. I know the dude's name was Seiji, all right? So Seiji, he's been checking out all the books before her. So she's like, who is this Seiji guy, right? And so then they're about to go back to school, and they're in 8th grade at the time. So, boys don't really know how to riz up yet. So my guy Seiji, so at this point she doesn't know it's Seiji, right? Seiji, his form of riz is making fun of the girl, for real. He just he kind of makes fun of her, pokes little jokes at her, and then she's like, oh, I hate this guy. But she doesn't know that that's Seiji, right? And so then time goes on, and then one day they're because Seiji's grandfather, he has this little shop, and more on the whole shop later, because that was a whole other thing that was oh my gosh, that's really cool. And Seiji, he wants to become a great violin maker, and that's his whole dream. He wants to go, I think he wanted to go to, it was either Italy, I think it is Italy. I don't want to get this wrong, but I feel it was either Paris or Italy. He wanted to go overseas and study under this great violin making guy. He wanted to become his apprentice and see if he could become a great violin maker, because that's his dream. And so he shows, what's her name? He shows Shizuku one of his violins that he's made. He like plays a song for her. They like sing together, and like the whole, like the little main song of this movie is Country Roads. I don't know why, but like that was a whole little song, and like they sang it together. They were doing a little you know, song and music, you know, with the violin and the singing. It was real cute. Then she finds out that that's Seiji. He finds out his name. She's like, oh my gosh, like you're the one who's been freaking making fun of me all the time, but you're the book guy. And then, you know, he finally explains to her that he was checking out all the books because like he really liked her, and he wanted her to notice him. So he was like, because he said that he would go to the library every day and sit right by her, but she was like so consumed with the story that she wouldn't even notice him. So he was like, I bet I'm gonna check out all the books, and then hopefully she'll notice me. And so then, yeah, they start to get closer as friends. You know, we can tell that there's some attraction there, and it's a cute little romantic little story. And I have seen like little screenshots and stuff. I'm gonna edit them in there, but I don't remember what they said. But it was like little things. But it was this guy and this girl, like, and the guy was like walking on his bike, and the girl, it was like at night they were walking, and he had his bike, and it's from this movie. And you know, there's just some cool little like simpy quotes in here that I really enjoy. And the lo-fi study girl, that comes from this movie, and I never knew that. The shop. Okay, this is what I wanted to get to the shop. This was like a really cool, like, this is some Loverboy stuff. So the owner of the shop, Seiji's grandfather, right? He has this little cat figurine thing in there called the Baron. And so Shizuku, she was like, can I have him? Because she like really liked it. And she was like, the guy was like, no, I'm only gonna sell the Baron once I find the Baroness. You know, because they're like supposed to be a couple. I gotta sell them together. And then he tells a story about the Baroness, and like why do I feel like he was in Germany? I don't know. He was somewhere in Europe, and he was like going to college or whatever, and he saw the Baron. It was at this guy's shop, and he was like, "Can I have it? Can I have it? Can I have it?" And the guy was like, "No, I can't. You can't have it or whatever until I get the Baroness." And so then the guy, Sadie's grandfather, he was like fell in love with this girl, and then somehow I think the girl got the Baroness or something like that. And so then the guy, the owner of the shop, he gave Sadie's grandfather the Baron. So then the Baron and the Baroness were finally like reacquainted with each other. But then like the guy, he had to like go to war, so he was like, I bet you stay here in Germany, and I would take the Baron with me, and then when I come back, we're gonna reunite the Baron and the Baroness together. They never got reunited. He went back for her and he couldn't find her, and so he's kept the Baron ever since, you know, in hopes that he'll find his true love again, and he'll find the Baroness. And I thought like that's so cute. Like that's really some lover boy stuff, bro. Like there's just something about this movie that just screams me and what I like in a romantic story, you know? Like is it hopeless romantic? I think that's the term to use. That's the whole vibe of this story. And I blinked for a second. The whole like conclusion to this story is that Seiji, he's about to go off to Italy and, you know, chase his dreams. So Shizuku's like, you know, he inspired, because she didn't really have any dreams. Like she was just going throughout life doing stuff. And then this man, she inspired her to like be better, and she was like, you know, I'm gonna follow my dreams. I love reading stories so much, I'm gonna write one on my own. So she like spends, because he was gonna go there for 2 months, and then if he didn't like become like great in 2 months, his parents were like, you got to go to high school. So for those 2 months that he was in Italy, she was like, I'm gonna use these 2 months and write my story. And she writes her story, right? And they like through this time, she was like neglecting school. She was like, nah, you know, I'm gonna become a famous writer, I don't need school. And so then we get to the end of the 2 months, Seiji comes back, she finishes writing her story, and Seiji's like, yeah, I gotta go to high school or whatever, because, you know, something happened with the violin making, I don't know. And then she's like, yeah, I need to go to high school too, because, you know, I need to take these writing classes so I can become a better writer. So they're finally reunited again. And then Seiji's like, you know, he starts blushing and gets all nervous, and he's like, you know, can you see us getting married one day? And she's like, yeah. And then like it ends with them like staring at the sunrise. Like that's just, it's such a cute little movie, man. It made me feel happy. Is it a Christmas movie? No, it is not. But it is a great romance film. I loved Whisper of the Heart. I haven't seen any of the other Studio Ghibli movies except House of Moving Castle, but at this moment in time, Whisper of the Heart takes the cake. It's my favorite by far. Yeah, it's just a solid little romance movie. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like I said, please support, please drop a like and subscribe, and yeah, drop a comment down below. If you're still watching this video, let me know by telling me your favorite romantic story, like TV show, movie, whatever it is. Drop it in the comment section down below. All right, and yeah, hope y'all have a great day. I love ya, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 6. All right, peace.